Hello and welcome to another exciting edition of Rising Borno. My name is Dorcas Yakubuzala. Today, we'll be taking a look at trends and happenings as well as activities of the state government under the leadership of the Borno State Governor, Professor Babagana Zulum, in bringing good governance to the people of Borno State. Let's begin. In a major boost to healthcare delivery in Borno State, Governor Babagana Umara Zulum has donated 1 billion naira to the Kidney Center of the University of Maiduguri Teaching Hospital for free kidney transplants to indigent and vulnerable people in Borno State. The governor made the donation during the opening ceremony of the 110th Conference of Chief Medical Directors of Teaching Hospitals across the country, hosted by the University of Maiduguri Teaching Hospital in the Borno State capital. As part of the CMD's conference, a number of landmark projects were also commissioned that includes the complete remodeled Brigadier General Abba Kyari General Hospital built by the Zulum administration. Also commissioned were the ICT Center, named after President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, a new radiology complex, the Heart and Stroke Center, amongst others. Similarly, the Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Professor Muhammad Ali Patey, commissioned the Federal Neuropsychiatric Hospital Maiduguri College of Nursing and Molecular Laboratory. Meanwhile, the Coordinating Minister of Health, Muhammad Patey, described the project as a reflection of President Tinubu's renewed hope agenda aimed at transforming healthcare and promoting national unity. He praised Governor Zulum for his administration's transformative change of Borno State.
His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is 2 years in office, and he chose health as one of those elements as he embarks on the transformational journey of our country, part of his renewed hope agenda. But when I looked carefully as to what the President is doing, I'm realizing more and more the wisdom behind choosing health. It's important because we take care of patients, we prevent diseases, we do primary health care, we have hospitals, but there is a larger objective that is already beginning to manifest. Health is one sector that the President is trying to use to unify this country, to heal this country, but also to inspire it, just by the work that we're able to do as Nigerians in improving our health sector.
I also want to please announce that there is ongoing construction of General Hospital in Shafa, in Uba, Mafar, Chikwa, Maiduguri, Gubio, and Ganda local government areas of North State. I want to assure you that these hospitals will be equipped with modern facilities, and inshallah will be commissioned this year. I'm never ready to contribute 1 billion naira as my contribution towards supporting less privileged indigents of Borno State that don't have the financial wherewithal for them, for the surgery, for the transplant to be done for them. This 250 million naira will be the first phase of the project. After this initial deposit is exhausted, I want to assure you that another 250 million naira shall be provided in 3 months.
We want to appeal to the Honorable Minister. Sir, the centers that we have established, especially the Interventional Radiology Center, the Heart Center, the Stroke Center, they are all related to endovascular treatment. If I say the funding that is coming to the hospital to sustain this project is going to be difficult. If there is a way, if we can establish a national institution for vascular diseases, I think putting these 3 structures will help Nigeria a lot and reverse the medical tourism. I think this will really help the system.
The Borno State Governor, Professor Babagana Zulum, has reiterated his commitment to anchor achievements and good governance to the people of Borno State through the state's 25-year development plan and 10-year strategic transformation initiative. He stated this during the swearing-in of two newly appointed commissioners and a member of the Judicial Service Commission at the Council Chamber in the Government House in Maiduguri. The appointees were administered oath by the Borno State Chief Judge, Justice Kashim Zanna, and presided over by Governor Zulum.
To the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that in all circumstances, I will do right to all manner of people, according to law, without fear or favor, affection or ill will, that I will not directly or indirectly communicate or reveal to any person, any matter which shall be brought under my consideration.
He cautioned them against complacency and charged the appointees to key their expertise and experience into their new roles and assured of continuous, inclusive, and collaborative approach in office. Governor Zulum noted that performance will be assessed according to the state's 25-year development plan and 10-year strategic transformation initiative.
By virtue of the authority conferred on me under Section 192 of the Nigerian Constitution, it is with great pleasure that I welcome you all to this significant occasion. The swearing-in of two newly appointed honorable commissioners, and indeed that of the member of the Borno State Judicial Service Commission, marks a milestone in our administration's journey, representing the culmination of a rigorous and deliberate selection process. First and foremost, let me extend my sincere appreciation to Mr. Speaker and honorable members of the Borno State House of Assembly for the cordial and productive relationship between the executive and the legislature. Your dedication to the principles of governance and collaborative leadership has been instrumental in advancing our collective vision for a prosperous Borno State. In particular, I commend the expeditious confirmation of the two new honorable members. Your swift action underscores your commitment to effective governance and the seamless functioning of our administration. This demonstrates once again our harmonious coexistence. I also wish to express my profound gratitude to the judiciary for the existing harmonious relationship with the executive arm of government. Your commitment to justice, fairness, and the rule of law has strengthened our democracy and reinforced the confidence of our people in the institution of governance. As we continue to navigate the challenges of governance, I'm confident that with this united front, Borno State will achieve even greater milestones in development, peace, and prosperity. Once again, I thank you all for your unwavering support and partnership. Together, we shall continue to build a Borno State that we can all be proud of. Borno State is endowed with an abundance of highly educated, experienced, and dedicated professionals across all fields. Let me remind the new commissioner that your appointment to the State Executive Council is a testament to your exceptional capabilities and the immense value we place on your expertise. With this honor, however, comes a profound responsibility to deliver on the promises we have made to the good people of Borno State. We trust that you will bring your wealth of experience, knowledge, skills, and innovative thinking to bear in your new roles. As honorable commissioners, you shoulder a weighty mandate. The formulation and effective implementation of government policies and programs rests squarely upon your leadership. To succeed, you must embrace an inclusive approach, fostering collaboration, building strong team, and recognizing the contributions of every stakeholder.
Speaking on behalf of new commissioners, Engineer Muhammad Habib appreciated Governor Zulum for the new assignments bestowed on them and pledged their commitment to the administration's development agenda.
May I claim your data, sir, so that I stand on the existing protocol, but I don't take too much of the time of the members and your honorable self. This appointment, sir, you have given us this afternoon is received with utmost appreciation. And we want to assure you, sir, the qualities you have exhibited of leadership in this state is something that every one of us here will continue to emulate wherever we find ourselves in the discharge of any official function that we deem fit and assigned to us from time to time. Notably, from the period that you come into the governance of the state, it's what you have mentioned, that no one person in this state will come out to say he has not seen what you have done. What you have done. All the policies you have dictated are open policies that every one of us have seen, whether you are an indigenous of the state or you're not. So we stand to stay behind you in the day and in the night, and in the rain and in the shine. So we use this opportunity to extend our heartfelt gratitude and to continue to be of service to the state as well as your honorable self.
The Borno State Governor, Professor Babagana Zulum, has pledged to champion the campaign to support troops wounded in battle and families of fallen heroes who paid the supreme price in the fight against Boko Haram terrorism. He disclosed this when the President of Defense and Police Officers' Wives Association, the POWA, Lillian Christopher, paid him a courtesy visit at the government house in Maiduguri to inform him on their plan to launch the Thank You Troops campaign to appreciate the efforts of frontline troops and those wounded. Governor Zulum reaffirmed his administration's commitment to support troops and their families. He recounted efforts and sacrifices as well as challenges faced by troops in displaced communities such as Baga before the resettlement exercise and reiterated plans to consolidate the military successes by resettling more IDPs.
Let me use this opportunity to commend the members of the POWA for your perseverance. I know how you have been patient. I've seen many times a police officer, an army officer that have been in a duty position for 2 years, 3 years without ever being seen his family. And I do used to talk to the senior commanders always that was great. They have been for them to visit home, which is very important. I've seen the level of commitment, I've seen the enthusiasm to work. And I must use this opportunity to commend our gallant troops that are in the field for all the good works that they have been doing. Honestly speaking, it has never been easy. When I went to Baga in 2001 and saw some officers there for about 2-3 years that have never been to their homes. And Baga in 2021 was a sad story, a ghost town. Nobody was in the town. Even if they have money, they can't purchase anything. They cannot purchase anything. They don't even see any human being, apart from animals. Likewise, we have many locations like this in Borno State, Hitato. But glory to Almighty God that as that now almost all of the military provisions are being occupied by human settlements. Very few that are still not having returns, and inshallah we shall work with the Nigerian military to ensure that resettlement will soon take place in all the areas that we don't have human settlement. I also want to assure you that the government of Borno State will do everything possible to motivate the officers and men that are on ground, because their welfare means a lot to the government and people of Borno State. For us in Borno State, we have seen their effort, because the insurgency has started around 2011 to date. And actually, we know how many were lost and how many were injured. And we know how many were arrested as widows and orphans. And it's not easy. And despite what has happened to their colleagues, we still see them working diligently to serve the government and people of Nigeria.
Meanwhile, the Depowa president and wife of the Chief of Defense Staff, Lillian Christopher Musa, says she will complement government's efforts in uplifting the lives of widows, orphans, youths, and the less privileged within and outside the Barrack community.
First of all, I appreciate Your Excellency for the privilege to be here. And also, I want to tell you that Maiduguri has really changed. It's looking more beautiful than the last time I was here. Thank you so much, sir. It is with deep honor and a profound sense of purpose that I stand here today, sit here today, with the National Executive and members of the Defense and Police Officers' Wives Association, DPOA, on this special visit to you. The Executive Governor of Borno State, Professor Babagana Umar Zulu. We are immensely grateful for the warm welcome you have accorded us, despite your ever-demanding schedule. Your Excellency, DPOA is the umbrella body that unites the spousal associations of the Nigerian Army, Navy, Air Force, and Police. NAOA, Nigerian Army Officers' Wife Association, NOAA, Naval Officers' Wife Association, NAFOA, Nigerian Air Force Officers' Wives Association, and POA, Police Officers' Wife Association, representing the silent strength behind our men and women in uniform, founded to provide mutual support during long absence of our spouses in service to the nation. DPOA has grown into a force for humanitarian outreach, skills empowerment, scholarships, medical care, and hope for widows, orphans, and the family of our serving and fallen heroes. I must begin by commending you, Your Excellency, for your unwavering and practical support to the armed forces and security agencies in the fight against insurgency, a fight that has caused so much, yet remains critical to our nation's survival. Your programs for widows and orphans, your scholarship schemes for children of the fallen, and your social interventions initiatives are shining examples of compassionate leadership in action. Your Excellency, sir, the truth is that no medal, no plaque, and no ceremony can ever truly equal the weight of the sacrifices our soldiers and security operatives make daily. Especially here in Borno State, the very frontliners of this battle. In recent days, I visited some of our wounded soldiers and serving troops, men whose bodies now carry the marks of this struggle. I saw the scars where bullets tore through flesh, the missing lips, that once carried them into battle, and the haunted eyes of young men who have watched their comrades fall. I saw pain, yes, but also pride. I heard not complaints, but determination to return to duty if given the chance.
Governor Zulum has again reiterated his commitment to partner with the Nigerian Air Force and other stakeholders to consolidate the gains and address gaps on insurgency in the state. He said this during the courtesy visit of the Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Hassan Abubakar, to the Borno State Government House in Maiduguri. The governor commended the role of the Nigerian Air Force in combating insecurity in the state and noted the need for air manpower, especially in the shores of the Lake Chad, Sambisa Forest, Timbuktu Triangle, and the Mandara Hills to enhance peace in the northeast region.
On this courtesy visit to the Borno State Government House, I wish to begin by expressing my profound gratitude to Her Excellency for extending the invitation for this visit. I also deeply appreciate the warm hospitality accorded to me and my entourage since our arrival in Borno. This gesture of friendship reflects the cordial relations that have always existed between the Borno State government and the Nigerian Air Force. Your Excellency, Borno State occupies a position of immense geostrategic importance within Nigeria's national security architecture. The state's location, sharing borders with 3 Lake Chad basin countries, including Cameroon, Chad, and Niger Republic, makes it a critical theater for both the sustenance of peace and the containment of threats to our collective security. The security situation in the Lake Chad Basin and the Greater Sahel region continues to be shaped by complex and interlinked challenges, including cross-border crimes such as arms smuggling, human trafficking, and illicit trade in natural resources. And these activities feed directly into the machinery of terrorism and insurgency, undermining security and stability in Borno State and beyond. As such, Borno remains a key operational focus for the Nigerian Air Force and indeed for Nigeria's broader security efforts. Your Excellency, I must applaud the several initiatives the administration has introduced which have positively impacted both development and security in the state. Your leadership in strengthening local governance, fostering community resilience, and improving critical infrastructure has contributed greatly to the improvement of security landscape in Borno State. I therefore join many others who have commended the Borno model, which is a community-driven, non-kinetic strategy developed by the Borno State government to address terrorism and the attendant humanitarian crisis in the state.
Earlier, the Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Hassan Abubakar, lauded Zulum's Borno model of de-radicalization, reconciliation, and reintegration program for the repentant terrorists, which has impacted on the lives of the people and improved security in the state.
Pleased to inform you that your people that are here with us are doing very well. Most of the air component commanders that have served in Borno State have done exceedingly well. The theater commander, deputy theater commander was here. We celebrated him very well when he was here as the head of the air component commander, tactical commander. General, the air commander Idris is doing very well.
And even in terms of supporting our ground troops in ensuring the security of lives and properties within Maiduguri. The 105 composite group are also doing very well. And I want to use this opportunity to thank you most sincerely on behalf of the government and people of Borno State. I wish to assure you that the Borno State government remains fully committed to working in partnership with the Nigerian Air Force and other stakeholders to consolidate the gains we have achieved and address the gaps that persist. We are determined to strengthen the systems that sustain quality outcomes. Notwithstanding the enormous contribution to the enhancement of peace and security in the state by the Nigerian Air Force, we still need more in terms of air power in our general AOR, especially in the shores of the Lake Chad, Sambisa, Timbuktu Triangle, and indeed the Mandra Rapids. These areas are very difficult areas to be manned effectively by ground operations alone. They need a very heavy air power in order to eradicate the insecurity in this general area. I know you have been doing a lot. You have said it all. Many helicopters and modern drones are here. We acknowledge all the support that you have been rendering, but we want you to sustain this momentum so that within the shortest possible time, we can see the end of this menace.
Governor Zulum said the cattle market will boost inter-country trade with neighboring countries and accelerate economic recovery in conflict-affected communities. And that brings us to an end of the program this week. I am Dorcas Yakubu. See you again next time.